Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he started.
you're live. Okay.
Yeah.
Good
Great.
evening, guys. It's very nice to see all of you on screen, and then, I mean, this is something which we were all looking at, and I just wanted to know your experiences with the German project, the Green U. Maybe one by one, you can tell me. Let's start with Satvik, and then Karan, and then Ada. Satvik,
Sir,
can
I will.
you?
It's actually I was working under Karan, who was a director, so I'll let him speak first, and then probably I'll
I
add
knew
on.
Yeah,
I
it's
knew this you would do that.
okay.
Anyway,
So it's Karan. Yeah, Karan, please.
yeah. So the project in itself, I mean, first of all, it was very big for people like us. I mean, I was never expecting it, and then the people there also very helpful in the way that they listened to all of our ideas. Like I remember that when we began pitching, we were at point A, and that the journey from point A to point B, they managed very well and they were very supportive of it all. But overall, I don't know, it was just a very thrilling experience. We went to Udaipur to shoot. So I don't think that many people get the opportunity to say this, that we got a shoot in Udaipur. So we went there for a good
How
week.
was it? How was it in this pandemic situation? How did you manage it? Because
So
this is
bad.
a very challenging time for all youngsters, basically, in that sense.
Yeah, so, and I'm pretty sure that the
Yeah.
others will have more to say on the pandemic front. But
Mm.
for us, pandemic, I don't think that it created a lot of problems because we went to a very distant village. So, and there people generally kept their social hygiene well enough to for us to not have such a concern about how to, protect ourselves and how to protect them.
Okay.
So the pandemic was not such a problem for us, though we
Okay.
flew, which was
Mm,
which was scary. We planned on driving there, but
mm.
events
Because of
led to us.
time constraints and all,
Like,
no. So that could be
yeah,
one
yeah,
reason.
there were a lot of problems though. So I think that others will
I
also
don't
be
think
able
what
to.
Karan hasn't mentioned is that we planned also the entire thing where we'll stay and how we would
Oh yeah, yeah,
move from one place to another. So it wasn't as if the pandemic wasn't an issue. It wasn't an issue
oh yeah,
because we
yeah,
had planned those things in place.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it doesn't send
So
the wrong
we
message.
we spent yeah, yeah, we spent a lot of time planning to get
Yeah.
the exact details right, where we're going to stay, how we're going to travel, how we're going to communicate. So that was fine. But when we reached there, it was very friendly. The atmosphere was very friendly. The people,
Yeah.
the people
People
wanted to
wear
talk.
masks. Yeah.
Yeah, the people. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I thought we moved away from the pandemic.
No,
I
no.
I think we all need to move away from the pandemic.
Yeah, actually, yes, that's a good
As soon as
thing.
possible. Yeah.
Yeah. So, other, how was your project went? Oh, like.
The mine was very, very eventful. So
Mm,
the actually I am most thankful to Benz because he was my mentor, and
mm,
there were lots of things that went down with my project, like one after the other. So initially we had planned our shoot in October, and
mm,
just like 1 week before we had planned everything, we had coordinated with everyone, but we luckily hadn't booked tickets, so that was something that saved us. Except that we had done all the planning. And just 1 week before, I actually tested positive for COVID. So
oh
we could
no.
not go. So
Mm,
it all got postponed. And after that, we got to know that the deadline is like coming near. And after I was allowed to actually get out of my house. So we had to plan again. And that time we had
mm,
to hurry up. We had to do it on our feet. So again we had planned अच्छे से the entire thing, and the day we were supposed to go to one of the warrior mom's house, so 9 o'clock in the morning she called me and I woke up from her phone call and she told me that somebody in her office tested positive for COVID and she's been told
oh,
to isolate. So the day we were supposed to go, we were not able to go. So that time I panicked a lot and I emailed Benz asking him for an emergency meeting because I did
mm,
not know what to do. And he was very sweet. The time he read it, because of the time difference, I don't know whenever he read it. But in
mm,
his reply to me on the mail, he told me as soon as he read it, he organized a meeting. But by that time, I had figured out of another way. So I had been on call with different mothers for like 3 or 4 hours. And the one who actually cancelled, Bhavreen, she gave me contacts of various people. And in 3 hours, I organized another shoot for the next day. So that was one very big challenge that we had to face. And except that, all the mothers were very sweet, and it was a very nice experience. Except that, another thing that went wrong with our shoot was that we had two lenses, and we had checked on the camera itself. After shooting, we were checking the footage on the camera, but when we actually downloaded it on, like, we transferred it to the laptop, we got to know that one of the lens was blurred. So all our footage from that lens, we could not use that. So there were multiple things that went wrong with us. But I think, in a way, it's very good that all of this happened, because for the next time, now we know what not to do and what to do and what to check twice, thrice. And even Ben's told me that time that in a real life situation while shooting anything, suddenly plans will get cancelled. That happens, and you have to think on your feet. So that's something that actually I'm grateful that it actually happened, so we could learn from it.
Okay, good. So it's a kind of experience we have gone, which you can use in your professional life. That is something which I think some of others are also. Sharon is there. Let me connect Sharon. Yeah, Sharon, how are you?
Good, sir, good.
Okay, we have
Satvik, sir.
Yeah, how are
Hi,
you?
guys. Sir, I'm good, sir.
How are you, Satvik?
Yeah, good.
Okay.
How are you guys?
I'm good,
Okay, so
Satvik.
Sharon, can you explain how was it? How was your experience with the project, Green U project?
I think it was a very good experience. We got to learn a lot of new things, and especially I think the team that had gone to shoot to the location, I mean, traveling during COVID and all of that. Considering all of that, we were very happy with all the shots that we were able to get and our final product as well.
Okay, good. So Satvik Narayan.
Yes, sir. I mean, me and Dina, we went to the outskirts of the village in Kadapa district. I mean, he came to Andhra Pradesh. So from my hometown, it is like 12 hours journey to that place.
Okay.
So I mean, so regarding the COVID, no one is wearing any mask, not taking any precautions over there. They were just
So you were a bit worried about.
no, sir,
being
not
a-
bit worried. Even we were mingle with them like no mask. I think just
No. Actually, you should not do that. I mean, I was traveling to say some village parts of Tamil Nadu. No, there I found that many of them are not really wearing masks. They said that if you are wearing masks, they will ask whether you have contacted with the COVID. So that's a situation in some places, remote areas. So
yes,
we
sir.
need to be very careful about all these things, because when I mean, like pandemic spreading and things are going hayway, you have to be careful about. Is Dina there
Dina,
somewhere? No,
sir, I think
he is on, but his camera is not on, so I couldn't
he
connect him.
he's on a drive. I mean, he's driving, sir. So I think he
Okay,
could only.
he's driving. Okay,
Yeah.
so the other question which I will start with Karan. See, conceiving this project basically from the script to the final, it's something which is like a youngster like you. When I started, when I discussed this project with Benz, I said that a lot of support would be needed. But what Benz told me in the end of the project is that um, he was very happy with all of you, and he said that these people are professionals. How did you, I mean, like, managed it? How did you manage it?
I
I mean,
think
I'm
then
also very curious about it.
no, it is just not us. I think the freedom that we were given by the entire German team in itself made us do what. So we all already had so many ideas in our heads, and the only thing that they asked us were tell us your ideas, and whatever they
Okay.
liked, they just said to go with it, and so that's why I was also expecting. A lot of back and forth between ideas and all of this, but they were very open regarding whatever we wanted to shoot. So in that sense, I think that's why it was easier also, and it was more fun because they trusted us, they trusted our ideas, and they let us go with it. So that's
Great.
all.
That's a wonderful thing. So, Ada, what is your thought on this particular?
Yes, sir.
Like,
Similar as what Karan said, they did give us our liberty, but we did share our script. Like I had divided all the four of us into different teams, so it was easier for us to manage that way because we knew who's doing what, and it was more systematic that way. So it didn't take us that long to figure out a script, find the locations, contact with the protagonist, and otherwise, whenever we needed any help, we would always mail Benz and he would always help us. So that was a very easy and a very nice systematic approach.
okay, Satvik, can you tell us?
Which one, sir? Satvik Verma or Satvik Iyengar?
You can because
Sir, my answer will be more or less on the lines of what Karan and Ada have said. They instilled a much needed confidence in us that, of course, especially, I mean, Karan would agree to this. We are going to a village in Rajasthan that we are not aware of. We only know about it through videos. There's slight chance that what we know about it might not happen there. So all of it might change. You go there and all of a sudden you have something else to shoot. So they gave us the confidence that it's more about what you do in that moment. I think it was Ada who said that you have to be right there in that moment where you can dissolve yourself completely in the scene and shoot whatever you feel is right. And ultimately, what happened with us was that we saw the story changing from what we thought would be prevalent there. It completely changed to something else. But we were at least confident with that. We were at least confident from shifting from point A to point B. That was earlier our perceived plot of the entire story. So that way they were very welcoming of our thoughts.
Yeah, they were very easy going on the changes. I really must thank them for that because I mean I had worked earlier and changes. I was always fearful of changes. That if you go to your mentors asking for, oh well, I need to change this, I need to change that. They ask 1,000 questions, but they were always very understanding of our situation. Like Ada also said that something came up, so Ben was immediately in action. So in that sense,
so Karan, this is another question wherein like see the Indian work culture and the European or the foreign work culture. What did you find in this? I mean, you might have worked with other projects also, so there could be some difference in that. What did you? I mean, like feel
Yes,
about
sir.
it? And
the biggest difference was that Felix had told us that he had come to India and he had come to India only once to shoot a film which he was not able to do. So I think that is a different word. That is the epitome of what is of how differently our cultures work, and we managed to do it. So in that sense, yeah, of course the work culture is different, but we were working with our friends, so there was not a certain work culture perceived amongst us at least. And the relationship that we had with Benz and Felix and the entirety of the German team was also very friendly. Like I would not even call this work. I don't think any one of us would call this work. It was like a project for us.
Yeah, Ada, tell me.
Yes, sir. I was saying that actually one of the best things was that initially only in our first 2-3 meetings, both Benz and Felix built such a good rapport with us that we did not feel like there are mentors, so to say, but more of friends or somebody we can actually go to when we have problems. But in India, I find that the work culture is very different from that. Here we got the liberty of doing whatever we wanted with constant support. But in India, it's a little different. You have somebody on your head constantly checking what you're doing, telling you what to do, what not to do, and how to do it, which was not the way they functioned with us. So I think that was actually a better way of dealing with the situation.
That means that productivity will increase when you are given a free hand.
Yes, so productivity also and the willingness to work also increases with that.
Okay, that's good. That's a wonderful.
And I feel,
sure.
in addition to the experience that we got, I mean, in the beginning itself, Felix and Benz had told us that it is very possible that when you are on ground, things would change and the entire storyline could change suddenly. And having that sort of liberty towards us, because a project in India sometimes you see that what is the idea has to be done exact in a similar manner, but we had the liberty of being on ground and still being able to change our entire script or the storyline.
Actually,
And
adjusting your storyline and the scripts according to the situation is something which you have learned, which will be very useful in your future also, like that. Yeah,
So I think
Satvik.
what was
and
important. Okay, Sathik, yeah, go on. Sorry, go on.
and also we had plenty of money to shoot, sir. That is one of the inspirational things. I mean,
No, it's not a plan.
I mean, we had enough of money to shoot.
I won't call it inspirational, but it was
Yeah.
helpful. I think that is all.
It's helpful.
I mean,
See,
see,
next time also you should be looking at a kind of work where if the funding is fine, you can do a better job. See, I don't think that if you have a lot of money, also you can get that kind of a say quality of the work if you are not really interested in that, isn't it? See, because
yes, sir.
all of you've been very, very, I mean, like interested in doing such a work, and you have put in all your efforts, basically. And as a faculty, my happiness is just because when he calls back and says that your kids are the best, I mean, that's something which say no money or no other say things gets to a faculty, because Benz and Felix were very happy with the kind of work you people have done. I would like to congratulate you in this forum for doing the best job which could have done by you people. And again, Benz and Felix, they have been doing this exercise for say a decade plus times, and this is what they said is that we would come back to India. See, this is something which is for us, for uh, see, Indians in that sense. I mean, like we are getting another opportunity because you have done a wonderful work. See, this is something which I always wanted. I've told Sunil sir also about this, and he was also very happy about it. He was asking me that whether he can see all the work which is being produced, and then he wanted to use it for Times of Bennett as an article for that. So once you people have done the final thing, I will have to even check with Benz also whether we can. I mean, before they release it, because they have a lot of plans on releasing it, say worldwide, and they are tying up with the other, say, channels also for the release. So once his approval is, I mean, like it will only be after his release. Say they are planning it to release around March end or something with multiple channels. Then they will be giving you the links to those channels where it is going to be broadcasted and all. And then say maybe then only I will get the permission to. I mean, the premier permission is only with them, no, because they have got the project and they have submitted it to the government and all. So that's something which I'm waiting for, eagerly waiting for seeing your work. And Baki koi, I mean, if there is anything that you people want to say, Dina is still online, but his camera is not working, so I couldn't connect him. Okay.
The word I
So
use
any,
inspiration. The word I use inspirational is because every night when we sleep, like, I mean, should we really? I mean, why should we give the high quality? I mean, drone shots. Why should we go that much? Then, okay, we have enough of money. Let's do it. I mean,
okay, so
even
you have
even
tried, drone shoots and all.
when we
Okay,
paid
okay,
enough
good.
money to that shots, I mean, money
Mm-hmm.
became like, okay, we can do something
No,
extra, something more.
it's also important. It's also important, but it's not just the money, but your
Yeah, that's not just
creativity.
yes, even
Yeah,
creativity.
yeah, it's your creativity that have made them happy, because the kind of money they are giving, it is an international thing which he has been giving for all these years to the other students also. Primarily, what you people as an advantage have is that the the language skills, which he said. See, he was doing the same project with last year with an Arabian country. So there he said that the basic problem was communicating and telling the students that this is what they want was an issue at that point of time, which he said with Indian students. I mean, he's very happy. He said that when you communicate something, the students are reciprocating in the same way and understanding things. And if there is an issue, they are coming back and asking, say, what is the solution could be. So this is something, it's a work culture which I would say that to keep on doing it, and say in your life also, it will be very useful. Okay, now tell me that how many of you would be interested doing such a project in future? See, this is something like, yeah, it's two people are keen to. Sharon, you are not interested. No.
I'm pretty sure everyone will
I
be.
think
Everyone are interested.
I mean, filming is a
Okay.
thing that everyone will want to do.
No, the other issue is that when I mean, like, if you are selecting a job, I mean, job kind of work, now there is an issue. Then, I mean, if you are going for a 9 to 5 job kind of a profession, maybe there it could be like, see, this project is giving you an, I mean, like, say, window to such projects, basically, because all your names are registered with at least one place where this such projects are available. So maybe they will be contacting you people as an individual consultants in that sense, to help out them in a professional way. But if you people are selecting a job kind of a thing wherein you need to have permissions to do that, then it's an issue which you have to sort it out. But
I mean,
I
we can take 1 week leave even if we are doing 9 to 5 jobs, sir. I mean, it took us only 1 week to shoot everything.
No. See, Satish, the problem is that it is not taking the time. See,
Okay.
it's an international project wherein you need to have permissions from the place where you are working. See, that's very important. Don't just get into this, say if somebody is giving, you have to sort permission from the organization where you are working and say that, say, I would like to do this kind of work. If
That's
it should not be contradicting to the work of what you are doing for an organization, no? So that's the thing. Okay,
it will not.
great. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it will not. Okay, so thank you very much for all of you for joining me and sharing your experiences. And I hope, say, all of you will be doing a better job. I am in Kerala. See, I will be in Kerala for the rest of the time. Okay.
Sir, why,
Thank
sir?
you,
Take
sir.
care. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.